The Republic of Ghana is a country that sees the many phases of migration. From a dynamic Ghanaian diaspora to a considerable number of labor migrants residing in Ghana and a rapidly increasing internal mobility to urban areas, the Ghanaian migration dynamics exhibit complexity.
If you want to understand the range of issues we have to deal with, all you have to do is to look at the number of government agencies that have a mandate on migration and the number of policy documents that govern migration in Ghana. It's quite diverse.
Ghana is among the recipients of remittances in Africa, with the volume projected to reach $5 billion in 2023. Ghana has a high urbanization rate, with almost 60% of its population residing in urban areas.
Migration is interlinked with development in Ghana. Currently, we are seeing a shift in the labor market in and outside of Ghana, especially in the manufacturing, health and services sector. These are contributing to an increase in remittances, improved human capital development, and cultural diversity. Additionally, we are seeing an increase in return of qualified diasporans to work and invest here in Ghana.
For all the positive steps Ghana has taken to manage migration well, there are still so many challenges that require our collective attention. We can mention issues such as labor abuse and exploitation of Ghanaian migrants abroad, vulnerabilities associated with irregular migration, climate change-related displacement, human trafficking, and porous borders, as well as resource and capacity limitation. And the list goes on and on and on.
One key step Ghana has taken is ensuring that migration is taken into account in the development planning process. If you look at the medium-term development planning policy framework, for instance, it has integrated migration priorities which are aligned with both the national migration policy and the objectives of the Global Compact for Migration. Migration is also one of the major themes under the Agenda 2030 in Ghana's context.
We have achieved quite a lot since 2016 when we adopted the national migration policy. Now we have a labor migration policy, a diaspora engagement policy, and a border governance strategy. Ghana has been an active participant in the Global Compact for Migration process and volunteered to be a champion country as well, as you all well know. We are also working on a national referral mechanism for return and reintegration. The question is, how do we ensure effective coordination so that all these documents and the mandated agencies can work in tandem?
To address the issue of coordination, the 2016 National Migration Policy provided for the establishment of a Migration Commission. What we have been doing so far, with the support from the EU, UN Building Migration Partnerships Program, is to set up a system that not only ensures coordination, but also lays the foundation for the eventual establishment of the Migration Commission.
The process of establishing Ghana's National Coordination Mechanism started in late 2022 with a series of discussions among Ghana's Ministry of Interior, key government agencies, the UN Network on Migration, and continued with a series of consultations which led to an agreement by all participating agencies on the NCM's terms of reference in September 2023.
From the start, we focused on one, how do we make the process as participatory as possible? And two, how can we make the NCM operationally effective? To achieve this, we made sure all relevant government agencies and relevant stakeholders such as the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, SHRAJ, and the Center for Migration Studies are part of the process. We also plan to incorporate a viable knowledge and data management system into the NCM.
The importance given to human rights in the process of establishing the National Coordination Mechanism was evident from the start. You can see this in the role assigned to the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice during the deliberations. There was full consensus on the need to ensure a human rights-based approach to reporting in both the works of the NCM and the implementation of our migration policy. Similar discussions took place in the context of the GCM implementation, and I'm happy to say that these discussions have contributed to our decision to establish a migration desk at the Commission.
The NCM also supports policy coherence on migration in line with the guiding principles of the GCM, and the management of migration data is a key component.
The data component is not entirely new. We had a system whereby we gather relevant data from key institutions on a regular basis and make final output available for relevant agencies. However, because the system was done manually, it did not bring us the desired results. We are now working to digitize and expand the scope of our current data collection efforts with the support from the UN Network's Building Migration Partnership Project.
As the lead agency for the NCM, the Ministry of Interior is establishing a secretariat under the Migration Unit through support from the EU-UN Building Migration Partnership Program. Being the latest addition to Ghana's migration governance framework, the mechanism is expected to play a key role in implementing the National Migration Policy and the GCM.